Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you to another Travel Bulletin virtual training event. This is a destination webinar focused on Croatia's north and central Dalmatian coast. As Croatia welcomes back British tourists again this summer, we will discover today all that this incredible region has to offer to you and your customers. We'll be listening to a number of presentations brought to you by the leading Croatia specialists. So let's meet them now. Let's first welcome Daria, the director of the Croatian National Tourist Office. Hi, Daria, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us.
Fantastic. Oh, we also have Ines Ljubičić from the Marketing Associate for the Šibenik-Knin region. Please welcome Ines as well. Ines, how are you? Okay, well, I'm sure Ines will join us in a second. Ines, how are you? Are you there? I think you might be muted still.
Now I'm here, yeah.
Okay.
So yes.
Good. Well,
I'm fine,
good.
thank you. Thank you for
I'm glad to hear it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and finally, next we have we have Michaela Kadia, the director of the Zadar region. Michaela, how are you?
Hi everyone, fine, thank you. Hope everyone's fine too.
Good, and also we have Josko Stella, the director for Split and Dalmatian region. Hello, Josko.
Hello, everybody.
Fantastic. Okay, right. Agents, if you have any questions as we go along, please enter them via the Q&A section. As always, there'll be an opportunity to have them answered towards the end of the training session. We've got quite a few prizes that we're going to give away today. We've got some spot prizes that we will give away instantly. And when I say we'll give them away instantly, what I mean is someone will win them instantly. And then we'll sort of forward on the prizes afterwards. And then we've got a main prize as well, which you'll be able to win via the Travel Bulletin website as normal, which is travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. There'll be more to come on that later. So make sure, as with all our live and virtual webinars, make sure you listen carefully because that's how you win. So let's start this training session with a general introduction to Croatia, which is going to be brought to you by Daria. Daria is the director of the Croatian National Tourist Office here. If everyone else can sort of leave us, then I'll sort of bring you back. If you can sort of mute yourselves and turn off your videos, we'll stop you, sort of for the time being. Then Daria is going to, I saw Daria earlier this week, didn't I, Daria?
Yes, in Southampton.
Absolutely. And I funnily enough, and you were, yes, you had lots of people going around the room and talking to you. Have you been mad busy in the office since?
It has been really, really busy with the obviously upcoming season and the news of Croatia easing restrictions and entry requirements, and we've had a lot of interest in Southampton as well, and
Good.
Looking forward to attending other Travel Bulletin showcases this summer.
Very good of you. So we look forward to seeing you all way. So thank you for that. I will leave you to give your introduction, and I'll be back in a minute.
Thank you. Welcome everybody. I will be really quick as we do have a lot to go through today. We want to showcase as much as we can in this hour. And I will start with the piece of really good news, which is that from 1st of May, you probably already know this, but to reiterate, from the 1st of May, all COVID restrictions and entry requirements for Croatia have been lifted. So travelers, including those from the UK, can enter Croatia as they would before COVID. So no passenger locator forms or COVID certificates. All travelers need is their valid travel documents. And we do hope that this piece of good news and the ease of travel that is being reintroduced will give another nudge to those travelers who are still deliberating on where to go this summer. We hope that it will give them another nudge to choose Croatia. But there are so many reasons to choose Croatia as well. As you know, it is a very small country, but a very, very diverse country located in the heart of Europe on the eastern coast of the Adriatic Sea. Due to its very convenient positioning, it is not only an easily accessible standalone holiday destination, but it is a perfect base for those who want to explore further out the rest of the European continent. It is very, very well connected by road, by sea, by rail to the rest of the continent, and then further out, it's very well connected to the rest of the world by air. Croatia has 10 regions. 6 of those have airports that are connected by air to connections to the UK. So those are City of Zagreb, then we have Istria with the Pula Airport, Kvarner with Rijeka Airport, Zadar with Zadar Airport, Split with Split Airport, and Dubrovnik-Neretva region with Dubrovnik Airport. So those are 6 airports you can fly to from the UK across a network of connections with carriers such as British Airways, Croatia Airlines, Jet2, EasyJet, Ryanair, TUI, Wizz Air. So lots of options to choose from. Now, as I said, Croatia has 10 regions, and it would take much, much longer than just 1 hour to go through the diversity of all of those. So for today, we have chosen to focus on northern and central Croatia, which is one of the very known, very popular, and very attractive tourist destinations. So we will be focusing on Zadar, Šibenik, Knin, and Split, Dalmatia regions. So without further ado, I will pass the baton to our next speaker, Joško.
Hello, Joško.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Joško. So we're going to learn all about the beautiful Split and Dalmatia region. Joško is going to tell us about it. Joško, tell us where you are at the moment, and is the sun shining?
Yeah, it's sun is shining, and I'm gonna put the presentation on, and after that I will show you where I am. Okay.
Okay, fantastic.
You see the presentation? Okay, dear respected ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I would like to welcome you on behalf of all of hoteliers and travel agents in Split, Dalmatia County. Split, Central Dalmatia. Does it work? Just a second. Slight problems with presentation. Okay. Split, Dalmatia County is called Central Dalmatia, has about 500,000 people. As you can see, it's situated in the central region of Dalmatia. It's also the main center is city of Split, as you can see on the picture. It has about 200,000 inhabitants, and it's an unusual mixture of natural beauty enriched by ancient, old Croatian, Romanesque, and popular architecture reflected along the coast and on the islands. Of course, it's not only about Split. You have the town of Omiš on your left upper corner. You have Makarska on your right upper corner, and then you have Trogir, which is UNESCO monument, also on your down left corner, and on the right corner down you have island of Hvar and city of Hvar. So you have beautiful cities, but of course you have accommodations, so you can come to beautiful Central Dalmatia. These are the numbers of beds, about 35,000, family accommodation, private accommodation, 162,000, camping, 15,000. And if we talk about UK, visitors from UK, overnights, 80,000, 378,000 in 2021. So it's 62% compared to 2020, but we all know 2020 was not such a good year. So we are hoping much bigger numbers this year. And to get these numbers, we are having a brand new, the airport has been revised a couple of years ago, so it's almost like new. And it's connected to 92 European cities, and we have 53 airline companies. Of course, you can come by bus, by train, by car, but that's not what you're going to do probably. Why would you come? Because of the climate, because of the beaches, because of natural beauties, historical and cultural cities and places, religious traditions, number of sites, active holidays, gastro delights, cultural events, trade fairs and congresses. Let's talk about beaches. We have on the Makarska Riviera about 60 kilometers of pebbles beaches. But it's not about pebbles beaches also. There is also a beautiful beach on island of Brač. You can see it on the top. It's Zlatni Rat. It's changing shape every hour, basically, depending on the wind and the waves. So it's a natural phenomenon. But if you don't like only beaches, you can go to other natural beauties. The newest one is Skywalk Biokovo. It's on the top of the mountain of Biokovo. It's 700 meters above the abyss, and on the good day you can see Italy from it. Of course, you have Blue Cave on Biševo, which no picture can really represent its beauty. You have to see it yourself. You have Cave Ranjača, you have Cetina Gorge, which is from river Cetina that has 100 kilometers length, and Blue Lake and Red Lake in Imotski. We are known for as a region of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Out of 8 UNESCO sites in Croatia, 4 of them are in Split, Dalmatia County. The first one is Diocletian's Palace in Split, 1700 years old palace in the center of Split. The town of Split was born from the palace, actually. And then only 25 kilometers from Split and only 5 kilometers from airport is historical core of Trogir, another UNESCO site. Beautiful to see also. And Starigrad Plain is only about 30 kilometers by, of course, you got to go by ferry on the island of Hvar. It's an old Greek plain, so it's 2,400 years old. And of course, the medieval tombstone graveyards, which are in hinterland. We have also world intangible cultural heritage, which is the Alka of Sinj, silent circle dance, procession, Hvar, agave lace. This is something interesting. A lace from agave, that's only in island of Hvar, special technique. And also we have Dalmatian vocal groups, Mediterranean diet, which is known as the healthiest diet all over the world, so you must try it also. But if you want some activities to do, we can welcome you for that. We have 120 attractive agency programs under the common name of Discover Central Dalmatia. They are posted on our official site, and there is a wide variety of attractive and completely new programs which have been innovatively and imaginatively designed based on the history, tradition, customs, legends, and stories. Of course, different activities like horse riding, rafting, mountain climbing, zip line, different walking tours. And of course, we are very much known for our bicycle routes, which have total length of 2,500 kilometers, 50 designated bicycle routes, 130 bed and bike apartments, bike hotels, bike agencies. So we are really biking destination. When you go all that biking and all that trekking, you need to eat something later, so you can enjoy our gastronomic delights. We are known for the gastronomy, like I said, Mediterranean diet. So you should try also Dalmatian grappa, brandy or grappa, and then afterwards you can try some famous smoked ham, which is on the picture, soparnik, cheese in olive oil, beef stew with gnocchi, salted sardina, or lamb on a spit. So yeah, I cannot really show you on the picture. You really need to come and try all these beautiful gastronomic delights. And while you're dining, you can enjoy some of our cultural events, trade fairs, and congresses, which are known as the Summer Festival, Festival of Traditional Dalmatian Songs in Omiš, Croatian Boat Show, and similar Summer Carnival in Makarska, and so different events. But if you are a movie fan, you can also visit 5 sites of shooting Game of Thrones, the famous World Series, which was filmed in 5 locations in Split, Dalmatia County, especially the one on the Fortress of Klis, which is on the picture on the top, and also in cellars of Diocletian's Palace. but that's not the only famous movie that was filmed here. Mamma Mia 2 was filmed on island of Vis, which is our most remote island. And actually in the movie Mamma Mia 2, the Vis was actually faking a Greek island because the Greek islands were too expensive for them for filming, I guess. But you can see it in the movie, so it's a beautiful island. Thanks you for your attention. And I will, before I finish and before you see the movie, I will show you the current situation in Split, Dalmatia County. So I hope you're ready for it. So this is the window, and here you go. Split, Dalmatia County.
Oh, beautiful. That is stunning, Josko. That's really gorgeous.
Okay.
How did you get that? How did you get that video to play outside your window?
It's not. It's just a beautiful working place I got here.
Okay, well, that was glorious. Oh, do we have a video to watch now? Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Josko. That was great. It's we're going to be giving you questions at the end when we do the Q&A. Agents, it's now time for a spot prize. So I'm going to ask you a question and you need to use the chat function. I repeat, the chat function to enter your answers. The prize that is up for grabs is a goodie bag packed with Croatia products. And the question is, so we're all ready, agents, everyone with their hands on their keyboards. Here we go. Looking at the current UK visitor numbers, what's the percentage increase as compared to 2020? Don't forget, send your answers via chat. We'll announce the winner after the Q&A session at the end of the webinar. Just going to say it once more. Looking at the current UK visitor numbers, what's the percentage increase as compared to 2020? Well, they're streaming in. We've got, everyone's obviously been listening really carefully, which is good to see. That's what we like. Okay, next up, we're moving to Šibenik, Knin region. So let's welcome back Ines, who's going to tell us all about it. Ines, are you there? Right, okay, this is what I don't like. I don't like silence. Silence is not golden. Wonderful, Ines.
I'm here. Okay.
You are here.
I'm
Fantastic.
here.
Okay.
I'm here. Yeah.
You
Actually, I
have me-
wanted to go to beach, but okay. It is so warm here. Okay,
you
I
gonna-
can't. My
you gonna
office is
treat
not so
us?
close to seaside, but I can hear it. Yeah. And,
Are you going to treat us like Yoshko did to a view from your window, or
yeah.
not today?
Yeah. Okay.
You share
going
your
to-
screen and tell us all
Yes.
about it.
Yes. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, do you see this beautiful, unique and beautiful Dalmatian Šibenik? I'm pleased to welcome you in front of tourist port of Šibenik Knin region. And through this presentation, I would like to show you our advantages, especially today when our tourists seek for peaceful and safe vacation after all this Corona time. Is it moving?
We've moved to the first slide. Yes, Ines.
Okay. This region, what we say, meet unique and beautiful Šibenik region, because it is the smallest Dalmatian region with the highest number of islands in Dalmatia, with the 2 different national parks, 2 UNESCO monuments, and it is really full of natural beauties that makes everybody's vacation interesting and complete. This region is situated between Zadar and Split, in northern part of Dalmatia, and with a good traffic connections with the 2 airports in the vicinity. So from this point, all destinations actually are easily approachable. This region is small but rich of natural beauties. 2 of 8 national parks of Croatia is here. 17 protected areas, 2 nature parks, peak of Croatia, numerous islands. What is worth to visit here? Of course, I have to mention the 2nd most visited national park in Croatia, National Park Krka, which is a huge area along the course of the Krka River, with the main attraction are 7 waterfalls, but the main attraction is Kadinski Vuk, as the most famous and the largest travertine barrier in Europe. And then the 2nd national park, Kornati, where the biggest fans of Kornati are sailors, because the sailing through this labyrinth of sun, islands, hidden beaches and restaurants offering good fresh fish and attached nature, which is the main reason why people are visiting Kornati National Park. Among plenty of cultural and historical monuments, must-visit sites are for sure the Cathedral of St. James. This is a unique monument of European sacral architecture and the stone building in the heart of Šibenik. And then the 2nd UNESCO site, also in Šibenik area, is the St. Nicholas Fortress, one of the strongest and the most fascinating naval forts on the Adriatic coast. When you go to our inland, hinterland, by exploring the mystical inland of Dalmatia, you have opportunity to discover numerous historical sites up from Illyrian to prehistoric time and learn rich cultural heritage of this region. This region we call also fortified county, as it has more than 11 medieval fortification. And what is worth to visit is one of the greatest Croatian fortifications in Europe and one of the largest military fortification in the whole Europe. And then we have this island world. We have the smallest and the lowest inhabited Croatian island, Krapanj. On that island, for the centuries, is old tradition of diving and processing of the sponges. So sponges from Krapanj are also famous Croatian souvenir. The other souvenir is on island Zlarin. This is 600 years old tradition of fishing and processing of red coral, which is presented in this Red Coral Museum of Zlarin. And it is also reason why many tourists come to visit this island. All our destinations are beautiful, charming, typical Dalmatian destinations, which are a mixture of modern and traditional way of living, and they are presenting pleasant place to stay. I would like to mention the most important art tourist places. Šibenik, which is the capital of the county. It is a famous cultural center and known as a child-friendly town with many festivals, and a part of the cathedral, it is famous for its rich cultural heritage. It is called also City of Fortresses. These fortresses are all renewed, and they are centers of cultural life. And we have the most beautiful summer stage with the most beautiful view in the world. Vodice, close to Šibenik, on the north part of region, are pleasant Mediterranean town with the gorgeous sandy beaches. The most hotels are located in Vodice. And then just opposite from Vodice, you can pop to Island Prvić to visit famous museum, memorial center of Faust Vrančić, which is great Croatian inventor. Close to Vodice, it's also charming a small town Tribunj, which is famous for fisherman nights and donkey races. And then Island Murter, which is dreamy island, home to spectacular beaches and numerous romantic camping sites. Further north, close to Zadar region, is Lake Pirovac, only 5 kilometers away from the park of Nature Vrana Lake, which is very suitable for recreational fishing and cycling along 60-kilometer long trails. And then Skradin, which lays on to Krka National Park entrance, makes it one of the most important and famous nautical destinations on the Adriatic coast. And also it's called Gastro Paradise because you have very fine Skradin risotto and mussels. Southward, when we go towards Split, lays Primošten, one of the most beautiful pebble beach town, and Primošten vineyards, which are symbolizing this beautiful place. And the end, Rogoznica, called Heart of Dalmatia, because it separates North and South Adriatic. All those top destinations, of course, are organizing a number of events, which suits everyone. So our guests can enjoy gastrocultural, sport, and music events. Events this summer are going to be organized like it was before Corona time. So we expect really lively and rich summer. Our accommodation is mostly private accommodation. We have some units in hotels, but let's say that more than 70% of our accommodation is in private accommodation. So it is also the best way maybe to spend vacation in a warm, friendly and safe atmosphere, to experience this true Mediterranean lifestyle. So our guests are welcome to stay at our family accommodation, holding like home quality label. This label guarantees high quality level in private apartments, rooms, and houses. Our region is called Nautical Paradise because it has really attractive nautical route which connects National Park Kornati and Krka. It is 26 miles long, and Šibenik Riviera offers extremely developed system of ports and marinas, anchorages for the safe mooring of vessels. This region is also popular to visit by those who seek isolation and beautiful untouched nature. And this region offering adventures for everyone's taste. So soft adventures offered which blends well with the region, such as windsurfing, diving and sailing around Kornati Island National Park, sea sponge diving around Krapan Island, big game fishing in Rogoznica, Jezera and Vodice, then cycling on the 85-kilometer trails and routes throughout the county, or just to try zip line in the Chikola River Canyon, hiking and exploring the natural water spring on the, or just to conquest the highest peak of Croatia, which is here placed in our county. The best way also to know local custom and culture is through our homemade meals, which we are glad to share with our guests here. The main characteristics of local cuisine are fresh food and most cases simple preparation with not too much spices, and it can be divided to the coastal part with fish and mussel specialties, and the other characteristic for the continental part of the county meat specialties, for example, prosciutto, very famous Danish prosciutto. We are organizing this journey through the scents and flavors of Dalmatian hinterland and the coast. And this is really unique gastro experience with a simple bites of dishes made from local food, combined with the local wines of various types carefully selected. To see everything at once, we have also the only museum dedicated to showcasing the Dalmatian tradition in Croatia called Etnoland Dalmati. There, visitors can experience the Dalmatian way of living. Or in Primošten hinterland, also a rural architecture museum owned by Father Stjepan. Thanks to him, the Ori became a worldwide known brand. And of course, the best to experience the Dalmatian hinterland way of living is to stay in rural households, which are offered through brand Rural Experience. All around our hinterland, you can stay and enjoy this special warm atmosphere at our rural household, staying with the local people and learning more about local tradition. So we had last year 5 million overnights, which is 70% better than 2020. And I have to say that UK visitors gained also 160% more than last year, than 2020. So we are expecting this summer and this year a lot of tourists from UK. So we wish you welcome, and please come and enjoy this beautiful region together with us. Thank you. This is my email, so you can also.
This is it? Is there a video now? I think there is. Is that right?
No, I don't have it. No.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for that, Ines. That was great. And it's now time for our second spot prize, which is another goodie bag, which is going to be obviously present. This is goodie bag will be from the Šibenik region. And the question this time is, get ready, everyone. Here we go. The question is, again, via the chat function, please. How many monuments does the Croatia National Park have? How many monuments does the Croatia National Park have? My goodness, there's a few varied ones coming in. Oh, no, a lot of them are the same. That's good. It's all firing in. That's good. Use the chat function, everyone. That's great. Thank you very much. We will announce, as with the first one, we'll announce the winner at the end of the Q&A session, at the end of the webinar. Thank you very much, Ines. We will see you again at the end. If you
okay.
Like to, okay, well, if you'd like to turn your screen off. Okay. Now we have Michaela. Please welcome Michaela from Zadar region for her presentation. Michaela, are you there? Oh, you need to. We have a slight problem.
Hello, everyone.
Unfortunately, Ines hasn't stopped sharing. There we go. We're good. Right. Well done, Michaela. Thank you very much. Michaela is already in front of her beautiful picture, which is stunning. So we love your background, Michaela.
Do you see my presentation now?
No, I'm just looking at your background for your photo. That's all behind you. It looks lovely.
Just a second.
Okay.
How about now?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll
Can I
leave you
start?
to it.
Thank you, Simon. So hello from Zadar. Thank you for your attention. Well, Zadar region, as you see, is positioned right at the center of the Adriatic coast. It's actually northern Dalmatia, but not northern in the sense of something cold. You see, we're here just at the coast. So it's a great place where you can hop off to other parts of Croatia. We have a great connectivity, actually. We have an airport that connects us to the UK, and the airport is just 10 minutes away from the old town, from the city of Zadar, as well as 5 minutes from the port, which has a lot of cruise traffic going on. And so we are connected by all means. The amazing geographical position, you can see here we have so many islands, we have beautiful plains, so much of the coast, and of course the hinterland, the mountains, we have everything here, so a great natural variety. We're connected, our main carrier to UK is Ryanair, but there are some connections by EasyJet too. So we like to say about ourselves that we are a small but safe destination, but so small but greatly diverse. We have amazing wealth of natural resources, beautiful National Park Paklenica in the mountains, Nature Park Vransko Jezero, the biggest freshwater lake in Croatia, Telaščica Nature Park situated on the island, a beautiful cove, a protected area, and Velebit Nature Park on the beautiful Velebit Massif. So that's why we ask you in Zadar region to say yes to everything, because of the great diversity that I will show you now. But first stop is Zadar. In 2019, it was best in travel proclaimed by A Lonely Planet. It's the center of the region and also its cultural center, administrative, with 70,000 inhabitants. It is a small city, but with a great past, 3,000-year-old city that was used to be the capital of Dalmatian, actually. So it's located, the old town is located on the peninsula, as you can see in the upper left picture. You can just stroll around the city, explore its beautiful monuments like the old churches, the Roman Forum that you see in the lower middle picture, with this church is actually a museum. St. Donatus is the most photographed place in the city. It's surrounded in parts today. It used to be fortified city. Today, the remnants of the fortification are protected by UNESCO from 2017. So it's part of the World Heritage Sites. As we say in Zadar, it's a place where the ancient Roman is intertwined with the new. So the most popular attractions in Zadar, besides this historical sites, is actually the sea organ that you see in the upper right picture. It's a series of steps located at the Zadar waterfront where you can take a beautiful stroll. It's actually a sound system that produces sound by the rhythm of the sea. The sea pushes the air through the pipes that are underneath these steps, and out comes a beautiful mesmerizing sound that you will hear in the video at the end. And right next to it, this is actually the place where people tend to sit down and look at the amazing sunsets. Alfred Hitchcock, when he was in Zadar and stayed at this place, said that Zadar sunset is the most beautiful in the world. And that's why right next to the sea organ is the sun salutation. You can see the circle in the upper left picture, just at the end of the peninsula. In the night, it's actually made of solar panels, which gather the light during the day, and in the evening, it produces a sort of a light show, depending on how much energy it took from the sun and from the sea. Well, Zadar is so beautiful to spend your days, but it's actually the uniqueness of the whole area, and that you can do a lot of excursions just outside of Zadar. 20 minutes, half an hour, you can explore really different things. So I'm going to show you just some of them. You can hop on a boat or a ferry or a speedboat or just a sailing boat with a skipper just like this and hop on to our archipelago. We have hundreds of islands, islets and rocks, really beautiful to explore, a lot of marinas, a lot of coves and beautiful crystal blue sea. Or you can explore by kayaking because our islands are so close to each other, a lot of small islands, so it's ideal for sea kayaking or SUP. One of the beautiful islands is Dugi Otok, in translation, the Long Island. Most of the pictures here are from that island. I will highlight it now because it has so many beautiful things. It has a nature park that I was telling you about with this 160-meter cliffs, with this beautiful lighthouse you can see in the picture. What is fascinating is that the lighthouse was actually built from 100,000 egg yolks. They were used to produce the facade, and it's like this. It was built 100 years ago. Because of the eggs, it is preserved, although the strong winds tend to, and waves tend to beat upon it. So this is just one of the beautiful islands in the Zadar archipelago. You can do cave hunting or just snorkel around these beautiful beaches. So when we go northern we're back on the mainland, and we're going 20 minutes from 10 to 15 actually from Zadar to Nin. Nin is a beautiful small town on this island. It was actually a place where Croatian kings were crowned in the Middle Ages. It is famous for the smallest cathedral in the world. You can see in the lower right picture, and the salt pans that are actually just above the historical city that is on this small island. The salt pans are really special because the salt is cropped as it did in the Roman times. Thousands of years ago. It is cropped by hand, and there's a small salt museum in the shop that you can buy some goodies that are actually in your goodie bag that you will fight for in the end. And actually this area, this Nin Riviera, is a place where there's most sandy beaches in all of Croatia. So then we're off to Beograd, a little bit northern from Zadar. Beograd is a small town also on the coast. It is a great place to start your sailing adventure because there's a lot of charter companies, a lot of marinas there, and you can just get really fast to the islands from Beograd. There's a fun park there, a theme park for kids and for the whole family with a lot of different rides. And the Vransko Lake Nature Park is in the vicinity. You can see it in the lower left picture. Beautiful nature park with a lot of activities ranging from bird watching, because it's a reserve for birds. You can do cycling there, a lot of cycling and walking paths, and beautiful sights all around. So it's just the coast in Zadar region. We are very proud of our Paklenica National Park, where you can reach mountaintops of 1,700 meters with beautiful views of the sea and of the hinterland. But it's not just hiking that you can do in this area. You can take a jeep safari and do some photo shooting, and you don't have to walk at all. You can do some rafting and kayaking on the river Zrmanja, which is called Beauty and the Beast because it has two sides. One that is really, it has a speed flow, and the mellow one at the end. You can do mountain biking, you can do rock climbing. There are lessons for kids from 12 years old. Actually, Paklenica National Park, because of its two deep canyons, is very popular in this part of the Europe as a rock climbing site. And then you can hop off to Novigrad, a beautiful, charming town at the coast in this part of the region, where you could get fresh mussels, which are very special at this area because of the fresh seawater. And then the next destination is an island that is connected to the mainland with a bridge. Is called Pag, and is really special for many things. One of it is this lace, which is part of UNESCO list of intangible heritage. It is still preserved, and it's really a really delicate souvenir, but it's not just that. We have a famous cheese, Pag cheese, really on all the lists with the French and other cheeses of the world. What makes it so special is that this moon-like surface of the Pag, which is like that because of the strong wind that blows from the mountain. This wind also takes the salt from the sea and distributes it on the herbs that the sheep graze upon. And as the sheep graze upon these salty herbs, they give a special aroma to the milk, and that's why the cheese is so special. And not just the cheese, it's the lamb that you have to try on this beautiful island. And you can then visit the hinterland and really see the rustic estates and local wines. Other region wines are really getting better and better. For the last 5 years, they have been winning numerous awards. Last year, they won 17 awards at the Decanter Awards in London. It's not just the wine, you can really taste some figs and do some adventure over there. That's for the best experiences in Zadar region. I will tell you something about what we do in the way that we can support you, is that we have produced really materials that can help you in making programs. We have put all our tavernas and tasting places in one brochure. We have 24 tasting facilities, wine, figs, honey, but mostly wine and cheese. And 13 traditional inns. Also, as we are the biggest nautical center in Croatia, more than 4,000 berths, 10 marinas, 33 anchorages and moorings. We have also a map and nautical catalog with the list of charter companies, marinas, everything that you need for sailing trips. Also, we have almost 100 cycling routes in the region with sub-regional maps. Everything is online, and there's an app that you can navigate offline when you cycle. And also National Park Paklenica, we have did a categorization of the hiking routes in the national park. So you can find more easily, a typical tourist can find something for kids, for those that cannot walk a lot, or those that are more into adventure. Regarding the accommodation, well, most of as in all of Croatia, most of our accommodation is in private accommodation. We have a lot of villas, a lot of rustic estates, but as far as hotels, I will just present in short Falkenstein Resort Borik in Zadar. It is actually 5 minutes by car from the old town, from the peninsula. It consists of a 4-star hotel for kids with the spa center and all the activities for kids, and 4-star Adriana Hotel adults only. It has a lot of possibilities for activities, sports, all of the sports you can imagine. They're 5-star premium camping Zadar with almost 400 units, of which 86 mobile homes and 7 glamping, also newly opened and rich with facilities. The 5-star resort, with the renovation of the family resort in the Falkenstein and Punta Scala resort, this will be now a whole 5-star resort with a hotel for kids. And this one is a hotel in Spa Adera with the biggest spa in Croatia, 6,000 square meters with 600 square meters Turkish hammam. It's really beautiful. And this is a family hotel in this resort. It's not just the hotels, it's the outdoor sports center and this new Fortis Club, which opened last year, perfect for incentives and gatherings. It has a big gym, a big congress hall, and gaming facilities. The City Hotel of Kolovare, 4-star, 200 rooms in the city of Zadar. Hotel Pinja, it is actually seaside resort near Zadar, with also summertime facilities. Zaton Holiday Resort, a camp with bungalows, really rich also for the with facilities for kids and the whole family. And there are boutique hotels in Zadar, Bastian Heritage Hotel, Art Hotel Kalelarga, Almayer, and Teatro Verdi. And in the hinterland, this beautiful Maškovića Han. It's actually the renovated most eastern preserved building from the Ottoman Turkish Empire. And in Beograd, Ilira Hotels and Resorts with a lot of hotels, sports center, but also they have this beautiful boat at disposal as they are really into mice and they organize beautiful events at their venues. What are new things in Zadar is the renovated UNESCO protected, it's actually a walk down this beautiful UNESCO protected walls. We have a Duke's Palace with a contemporary art exhibition and visitor center in Nature Park Telaščica. Great for kids. It will be to explore the maritime. So this is it from me. We can see now the movie. Thank you. No, it's not this one. It's the one with a lot of breathing at the beginning.
Lucia, is everything all right? Is everything going okay? We're good.
Can we put it from the start, please? That's the one. Thank you. Enjoy.
There is a word we rarely hear these days, one that allows amazing things to happen. That word is yes. So say yes to fresh air and blue sea, sandy beaches and hidden trails, playing and laughing. Because saying yes to everything always leads you to better memories than saying no ever will. You have our word. Say yes to the Zadar region. Say yes to everything.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much, Michaela. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Superb presentation. I'm going to do our last spot prize now, which is going to be for a Zadar goodie bag. So that's fantastic. And the question again, do the answers via the chat, please, and we'll announce the winner in a minute. What is the name of Croatia's most famous cheese? What's the name of Croatia's most famous cheese? Okay, there's a lot of answers coming in the same, some with capital letters to start with, some without. So obviously, oh my goodness, we have one with a picture of a cheese on there as well. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, that brings us almost to the end of this training session of this webinar. We do have time for a couple of questions. So if everyone would join me back on screen, and then I can sort of give you a few questions if I can. I've got more on the Q&A. Right, here we go. Okay, please feel free to sort of chip in as soon as I've asked the question. Michaela, I'll ask you a question first. Michael Atkinson asks, how long would you advise to stay in the Zadar region? Is it sort of 3 or 4 days, or is it a week, or what would you, as part of a holiday exploring the coast as a whole, what would you recommend?
Well, definitely minimum 7 days, because you see, I've given you just a short a glimpse. It takes a lot, you know, see the town for a day or two, then head to the islands, do the nature parks, explore the history, at least 7 days. But a short break in the city for a longer weekend would also be nice, just to stay in the city.
Okay, fantastic. You're all going to need to either say yes, hopefully, to this, or if not, then I've got a couple of people who've asked, Corinne Germany being one of them. Is it possible to share the video footage that you've had so that they can use it on their social media? Is that possible?
Sure. It's on YouTube, but I can share the MP4 version.
Okay.
We have a
Fantastic.
short one that is 1 minute, and maybe that would be better.
Okay. Ushma Valerio asks, I don't know whether this might be better for you, Daria, to answer this one. She asks, does Croatia cater for those with dietary requirements like halal, it's people who are very much maybe vegetarian or vegan, anything specific like that? Is it well catered for throughout?
I would say yes. Obviously, if we're comparing to the diversity of offer in big cities like London, then obviously we can't really compare. But over the more recent years, Croatia has diversified the offer and adapted menus to all sorts of travelers' needs. So there are a sprouting number of vegan, vegetarian menus in various restaurants, as well as halal. I would say halal maybe is a little bit newer to Croatian tourist offer, but that is not to say that it is not there. So actually, when we gather all the questions from today, and when we send all the answers, I will include a link to the Islamic Center in Croatia, which actually lists all the places where halal places where you can eat in Croatia.
That's extremely helpful. Thank you ever so much for that. I'm going to ask Ines a question directly, Ines, because that's the easiest way I can, rather than spread this to everyone. In your region, Ines, what would you say the average cost of a meal for 4 people with wine might be?
Meal for 4 people with the wine. So of course, it depends what kind of meal and the wine. But I would advise Debit or Maraština or Babić, and then a nice meal of mussels, for example, which are now, especially now, everywhere in our restaurants, and fish and some peka. It would cost you around so 200 euros for 4 person, 200 to 500.
Okay, so it depends on the wine and it depends on how many courses you have. I understand that. So, but around about 50 euros per person, something like that.
But you can spend also 20 euros per person if you go in some ordinary restaurant and eat pasta with mussels or something like that. So but if you really want to enjoy gastronomic, and we have gastronomic offer. Really rich.
Good. Josko, can I ask you something? In terms of, I've got a question here, and I don't know whether you're the best person to answer this. So if you're not, then please pass it on to someone else. But Lisette has asked, what's the best area to scuba dive?
Okay, the best area for scuba dive is definitely the island of Vis, which has been secluded for 50 years because it was in former country. It was not allowed for any foreigners. So because of that, it was secluded, and it has a lot of fish, and there's a lot of shipwrecks, and it's really beautiful sea, and you can see a lot of things. So island of Vis, definitely.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Thomas Parsley asks, and I don't know who should answer this. Again, it may be you, Daria, but where do we find, he asks, where do we find the best directory for certified private accommodations? You're muted. Sorry, Daria.
Rookie mistake. You can find it. So Croatia Tourist Board has its dedicated webpage, but so do regional tourist boards. So Split region, Šibenik region, and Zadar region also have dedicated websites with lists of accommodation as well. So as I mentioned earlier, when we collate all the information, all the answers, we'll send a few useful links there as well.
Okay. Is there, I think that probably covers most of the things that we've got there in terms of the ones that you can answer. Anything else that you'd like to go back on, you can do privately by all means. Is there anything else you would like to say, Daria, to sum up, anything you'd like to sort of leave people with?
Well, we're very happy and grateful that you dedicated an hour of your time in your busy schedules to learn about Croatian Dalmatian coast. We hope that we did obviously highlight the things that you already know very, very well, but we also hope that we showed you a few of those hidden gems that will inspire you and subsequently inspire your clients to potentially visit Croatia this summer.
Fantastic. And on that note, I've got the three prize winners for the questions that we asked throughout the webinar, and they are: we've got Ralph Warrington, who's a travel counselor, we've got Peter Foster from Those Travel Guys, and we've got Gary Donaldson from Go Cruise. I've never had 3 winners, especially with the travel agent audience who are all men. So that's outrageous. I've never had that before. So that's fantastic. Well done, guys. There is still a great prize to enter on the website. So please find that at travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. Use that, go to the website, and you've got until 4 p.m. on the 26th of May to have a chance of winning that as well. So we've now come to the end of our webcast, covering Croatia's beautiful north and central Dalmatian coast. If you want to watch it again, to recap on any mistakes I made, but more to the point, to have a look at all the information that there is there, it'll be viewable tomorrow on our website, on the YouTube page, and also on our Facebook page as well. I'm sure you'll agree you've learned a great deal today. So that's entirely down to our wonderful partners here. So thanks again to Daria, to Josko, to Ines and Michaela for delivering such great presentation. Finally, thank everyone. Please, thank you all for tuning in. If anyone would like to wave goodbye, thank you everyone, and see you all next time.
Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.